What's up, y'all? Shit. Alright. It's week 3. This is mostly for me to watch, I guess, than anyone else, but I take through the whole thing, so I'm starting with an easy warm-up. An easy 250 a couple times, just getting the blood pumping a little bit before I actually get into it. The actual hypoventilation part. This is normal breathing. So like an easy 2 minutes for a 500 pace. So I was taking the whole thing, so just to warm up. 50 meters. Pretty easy. 30 strokes per minute, about 2 minutes, 500 pace. Blood pumping. Get my heart rate up a little bit. What did y'all say? I was in the new Batman movie. I'm pumped for it. I mean, should be sweet. I'm more pumped for the Snyder Cut, to be honest. I know he did. I think he'll win the next fight though. Definitely that nerve thing, because it happened to Henry Cejudo as well. Triple C. Same, but Cejudo was able to win super squats. How's that going for you so far? Anyways, I normally do like 500 or 250 meters, sorry. Nice and easy to get the blood pumping a little bit, heart rate up a little bit. I just was short, like just like I usually like 8 to 10 strokes with a breath hold, just like a couple minutes in between, just to kind of prime myself and get in the mindset to be holding my breath while working. So, bringing my guns, pretty fucking small right now. I'm skinny as shit. I'm just like full skinny mode right now. This is probably the smallest I've been in, I don't even know, 5 years. No, not 5 years, 4 years. It's the skinniest I've been. But it is what it is. Definitely the lightest. Feel pretty lean though, which is good. Got some abs going on. As I'm just about 10 strokes, breath hold. Crazy. Not enough brisket right now. But actually, yeah, I mean, I've done variations of it too. It does suck balls at first, but you just like get used to it. Yeah. This is like how you go mentally for it. The first week, you're just like, you're probably overexcited, and you're also like worried about it. And after like a few weeks of it, it's just like, it's what you do, so no big deal. Yeah, I'm fucking skinny, dude. Good back muscle still. Huh. Yeah, I plan on doing a jiu-jitsu competition in November, so I want to be a lighter weight class, because where I was at, I would just fucking roll a bunch of fatties. And I don't want to do a weight cut first one, so I'm just kind of hanging out at a lighter weight. Which was fine. I overall feel better, I suppose, but lifting feels shittier. Jiu-jitsu feels 1,000 times better. And I won with a 10 stroke. full inhale, exhale about halfway. So pretty low pulmonary volume for these, which from the studies I've read seems to be the best way to do it. Versus the high pulmonary volume, which would be holding full lung. Yeah. That's everyone's problem with it. Like, I need to get the most out of it, so I need to go like balls to the wall week one. Like honestly, like it's not bad to start with like 95 pounds. Like even if you're like, if your max is fucking like 405-ish, start with like 95. Just kind of get the jitters out and kind of figure out tempo as well. Because the more you do it, like tempo is gonna matter more as it gets heavier. Kind of game it a little bit almost. That's not the answer for squats. And make 20. You can't go wrong with them, honestly. I mean, I think the only downside to them is they mentally get very difficult. I think a lot of people end up quitting before they should with them, and the other downside is like if your technique's not like super solid, like you're kind of a more beginner level, your chance of injury is probably a little higher, I'd say, just because you're gonna lose focus as the sets go on or the reps go on. But you're just light enough, you'll probably be fine. You just know how to fucking brace and aren't a dipshit. One more warm up. The last time I did these, you don't want to take these to the point where you're about to pass out, but I got pretty close. Looking big? I'm fucking skinny as shit, what are you talking about? The skinniest I've been, I'm like 215 right now, and I'm like 235. I'm around there. Yeah, 5 exactly, yeah, and that's smart too. Well, that's the other thing, people like will either push it not long enough or too long. They'll be like, yeah, like a year of 20 rep squats every week. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? I think honestly, I don't know how recoverable it'd be for people. I haven't tried it. But I think like working up to a heavyish single first, like, I don't know, say like 80% of your max, and then doing the sets of 20, dropping back down, would probably be a better way to do it. Just so you can get like a little bit of like that heavy stimulus as well. But like I said, that'd be harder to recover from to some extent. But I don't think that much harder. Like hitting 80% singles, like fucking that one. Maybe up to 90% even, somewhere around there. 85. But this will be the first like test on this really. Bumping the distance to 120 this week. Still 2 minutes rest. And like going from 100 to 110 was actually a harder jump than I thought it'd be. Even though 100 was like feeling super easy, it just builds up that much more each round. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know. I'm not super confident today. I had some crazy jiu-jitsu yesterday and lifting too, so pretty fucked up. But we'll see. Oops, I should program this. So it'll be 120 meters. Pretty clip. 2 minutes rest, 5 rounds, hopefully. Let's see. Interval. The computers of these Concept 2s are so nice, by the way. If you're ever gonna get a rower, get a Concept 2 or a skier. Don't buy those other brands. Distance. 20. Alright, so I've been doing, well, I figured it out, so I should say, I've been doing 2 big breaths. I kind of went back to 1, then back to 2. 2 big breaths before I go. It's just more like I think more a mental thing, honestly, but we'll see. Here's my diaphragm, more prime too. sensations happen when you're doing these. Lactic acid buildups like happens so fast. Like I'm not like crazy lactic acid right now, but definitely feel it. I normally wouldn't feel it from that. Which is interesting. Especially rounds go on, the lactic acid gets pretty intense. So I was gonna get you one right now. You guys, this is more for me to remember, but 42 strokes per minute for that thing. That's gonna be like 132 on the first one pace, so it's 22.8 seconds for 120 meters. It's not super fast, but quick. Pretty good. Oh. I'm noticing improvement though. It's like all the studies I've read showed pretty rapid improvement, and I'm honestly feeling in jiu-jitsu like those last few rolls, I feel a little more with it already, and it's completely subjective, but it's what it is. Oh, I've got the damper at fucking 8, by the way. Get your order. Normally, if like these short distances, I'd have a damper at 10, but fair way to tap someone, BJJ. I mean, armbar is super satisfying, I'd have to say. I often go for Kimuras. That's probably my go-to. If I have a go-to, I guess, but armbar is very satisfying. Round 2. There it is. There's the lightheadedness. Oh. Come here. Fucking call me competent. Well, like a cringe-worthy dude. Everything he says so fucking rehearsed and like call him LeBron. Like, come on, man. Like. LeBron's fucking here somewhere. Dude, you're like, no one knows who you are, other than like, people balling on me. Don't call it LeBron. Ball people. Just so cringy. He's like every stereotype with the girl. It's like every try-hard high school kid who like thought they were tough. My dad never owned me. Ugh. You know that shit. Let's see him get his ass beat again. So cringy. I don't care about like stupid politics. Just so cringy. Like if you're, it's fucking 2020. If you're still doing this shit, like you suck. Yeah, I saw he was like lifting his children lately too. I'm like, should we be calling child services at this point? I'm not really sure, honestly. Definitely some weird shit going on in that household. Guess he has a second channel someone showed me. Where it's like him and his family doing like nature walks. It's like kind of wholesome actually. But I should stuck with that. Yeah, he's like doing fucking some weird ass like scapular retraction thing with his kids. Right around there. Oh man. That's tough. 2 more. Round 3, the results getting pretty fucking hard. Just like your diaphragm, like, how do you call it? It's like a reflexes, essentially. So you like, your diaphragm starts doing that. What was I talking about? No, that really wasn't. That was from a short, like, I didn't have time to watch it because he has hours and hours of videos like that where he's like, he'll be out there, it's fucking like, yeah. So it's like a pretty short clip. Like, those weren't even the worst ones, some of them. I just wanted to like organize them a little bit. It's just like that kind of fucking fighting. Like, I don't think he's trolling. You don't troll for hours and hours like that. Can you use program? I've never run any of them personally. I think what I've seen, they look pretty solid. I've heard his bench program doesn't work very well, or his bench programming, I should say, but OnlyFans win. I already got one, bro. You wanna see this? You gotta pay. I'm not done. Yeah, I mean, like, he supposedly had 2 professional MMA fights, but I think he got knocked out in like 10 seconds in one of them. And he somehow like submitted the other guy. The other guy clearly never fought before. There's a video of it somewhere. It looks like somebody off the street, it looked like. Oh man, that's one pass. Second last one. Shoot 10 meters, holy shit. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I think majority of people off the street could, if you did like intro to Jiu-jitsu class or intro to boxing class, you get pretty easily beat another. Like literally any experience and probably any martial art. Doesn't have to be a legit one, even like fucking Taekwondo or something. Slow this shit down. More to go. Man, extra 10 meters feels like it's fucking 40 meters. It feels awful. Lactic acid in the arms right now. Woo, quads. Or a balls hard fucking ab workout. Do some sprints in the ski erg. Promise your abs will be sore as shit. I've never done it before. If you do it right, most people just sit there and like do like an RDL mode, it's just like bend over at the waist, and it's more of a squat really. Kind of both, I guess. Kind of like hinging to initiate and V squat down. Dude, I just getting shit now. Just proves like all that bullshit lifting is just not a bunch of gear. Alright, last round. Don't pass that. That's it. That's all it is. chill here for a few minutes. We're going to hot tub. Oh, thanks for the couple you wash. Oh, not the most exciting shit. Right, like, I mean, that's like the telltale sign thing. Like, I'm no boxing expert. I'm not gonna say I'm pretty fucking good at jiu-jitsu, but I'm a boxing expert. I can always tell, like, people's footwork. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, just the way he moves around, you can clearly tell he has no actual experience, and he's an idiot. No one who's ever, like, actually boxed with people and sparred would move like that, their footwork. But it's just funny. What a dipshit. It's like, I mean, he probably pays it up just from like YouTube and trying it out himself. I mean, he must have been coached at some point, I imagine, if you actually like got some actual fights. But you kind of have to have like someone fucking showing you a little bit, but I don't know. It could be some fucking buddy. Like the fights, the one video there's a fight of that I've seen at least, it was in like fucking like parking lot of a fucking strip club type like MMA shit. So it wasn't like a legit fight. It wasn't like at Madison Square Gardens or some shit. But yeah, it's just tiring. I mean, part of it is he's just so god awful. Like, but I mean, being athletic certainly helps in a fight. I imagine he went to like some MMA gym for a couple weeks, thought he was ready, and the place was probably like hosting the thing, and he had to pay to do it, and he got money to fight, or like he paid to fight. I mean, he didn't get money. So the gym made money, so it's like, yeah, fight, you're ready. Yeah, that's amazing. Right, I mean, he's clearly like not athletic at all. Just like, again, the way people move, you can tell. And choking someone out. Yeah, but it was like the dude clearly had like never fought before who he was fighting. This is the same video I'm talking about. I think it did choke him. I don't remember even. But the dude clearly like, I mean, it was just like, you know, didn't know how to defend himself or anything. So if you have one aggressive guy and one non-aggressive guy, it's kind of how those fights go. And like, he does a lot of weird shit, probably uses fucking heroin, who knows. So his brain might just be mush now. That could be part of why he no longer knows how to fight at all. I thought we were Movie Warrior. It's surprisingly, for like involving MMA, pretty solid. And it's like, obviously pretty unrealistic, but it's a good fucking movie. I love it. Anytime Moby Dick's incorporated into anything, love it. A little heavy-handed with the Moby Dick in that movie, but like you literally listen to Moby Dick, but that's a good movie. I like Tom Hardy a lot. I don't think I've ever seen him in a movie I don't like, to be honest. The Bronson movie's fucking great. He's fucking all buttered up and naked fighting those cops. Or the wardens, guards, I don't know what they're called. Got any shave, I'm like full neck beard right now. There's a movie he's in with Shia LaBeouf too, where he's like the badass brother, like Moonshiners back in the day. It's a good one too. That one where he like plays both twins. It's like a British gangsters. It's pretty good. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, he's like, I really like him in that movie. Fucking Inception. Bane. That movie was not, I mean, it was probably the worst of the trilogy, but I wonder what his wife does. Like, maybe he's like super normal and just not on YouTube, I don't know. Become one then. Movie critic, that is. Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, like, there's not a whole lot of tax in Puerto Rico as far as I know. Like, it's still part of the U.S., but it's not states yet. I don't think there's any sales tax, and there's, I'm not sure about property tax. There's gotta be some kind of taxing going on there, but it's definitely less. So maybe that's why. I mean, he's clearly not making a lot of money, which is not to make fun of people who make money, but he must have made like, oh, he sold all those fucking ebooks to like dipshit 14-year-olds sticking coffee up their butt. He had to make a decent amount off that. How'd you up farming? Oh, can't go with that. Do both. But yeah, weird dude. Definitely some drug usage. Like, has to be, right? Has to be like shooting some shit up there beyond just like weed. Maybe could use some weed, honestly. Dude could mellow out a little bit. He's like the wrong weird kind of mellow, I guess, though. Anyway, I'm done. I'm gonna go sit in the hot tub. So, thanks for joining me. Let me talk shit for a little bit. Yeah, he's like, it's like that shit, like people literally die from that. You think you're like picking out toxins or some shit. It's the dumbest stuff. He's infected all the time. I think he's beyond that point. Like, no one trolls puts that much time into trolling. Like, those boxing videos, some of them are like hours long. No one would troll that long. They make like a short clip of like their cool moves, which would be like what I made of him essentially. No one would like sit there for like weeks on end every day doing shitty boxing, like fucking like 5 hours a day. No one's like that good at trolling. So he's just that fucked up. Just kind of sad. I feel bad for his kids. Like, I feel bad for his wife too. Like, man, can't imagine like being married to that dude. But maybe they make it work somehow. Maybe she's crazy as shit too. Who knows? But anyway, I'm gonna head out. I know, like, I mean, he like started like the worst cult in the world, and there's still like a few followers somehow. But I mean, more power to him, I guess. I feel it's like kind of my duty at this point to just like every time he like reappears to make sure he disappears for a while. So maybe I'll make another video. Do some weird lifts lately, like just dumb. Anyway, I need to go. Fucking see you guys. Love you.